Help us, semi-final 4. You're our only hope. Hi everyone, it's Kevin, and we have reached semi-final 4 of Melodifestivalen. And guess what? I'm still lost and in need of direction. So let's do this! Okay, so we are in Örnsköldsvik, but I think you guys are probably tired of seeing me doing this solo, so guess what? I'm gonna beam in a friend just for you guys. Let's do this! Ta-da!
Wow, hello!
All the way from Ireland, we've got Elaine. Elaine, how are you?
I'm grand, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now we've got someone to bounce things off of. Are you ready to preview semi-final 4?
Oh, I am, but I'll be harsh.
That's what we want.
Good.
I like it hard. Oh. So let's start with the first act. Emmi Christensson with Icarus. Now, I'm going to blame SJ for not being there for that. Is it valid to blame SJ here in Sweden?
It truly is, Kev. Everyone does it.
You got to see it.
I got to see it. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I thought it was a bit flat. Like, it's obviously a pop opera kind of thing going on, musical, and the staging, she's got a big dress, and then the dress becomes the wall. It's no, not for me, Kev, not for me.
Basically Estonia with Alina, but the junior version of that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
All right.
It will be 6th or 7th, surely.
Okay, then great, we can move on to our next act, which is a debutante as well as the first. It is the second act, Elias Abbas with Mitt, Paradis.
Yes, which is my paradise. So he's the youngest contestant we've got this year, and he's also already a bit famous in Sweden because he released like
My Queen,
which is like urban rap.
Yeah.
And he wants to be happy even though he does urban rap.
Right.
Which I think is great, and this is brilliant. He's so charming and he's so cute, and his little moves look really like they should do on a 16-year-old, and it's happy and it's very panettos.
Yeah. And it worked for Moncho last week, a very panettos kind of feel.
I am sure this is in the top 4.
Yeah, and I mean, the staging is, you know, quite fun. He starts off sitting down at the front on the catwalk, gets up, walks, and I'm very surprised at how natural he looks on that stage, even for being 16. Yeah. He looks like he was born for the stage, but you know,
he's colorful.
He's very colorful. His personality, he's got charisma.
Well, and also the clothes. The stage, they wear the clothes.
I feel like the colors are like the Melodifestivalen
orange
logo.
Again.
Orange, but they've been purple and blue.
There's been a lot of orange.
It's the year of the orange. Orange is the new black. I think he could, you know, improve a bit on his vocals, at least in the rehearsals.
But I guess he's nervous and he's young and he's a rapper. Yeah. Don't forget.
That's true. That's true. And you can tell he's a little bit new on the Melfa stage because even though he's very charming, he wasn't really getting some of his camera cues. No. But, you know, I think because he's so charming and he has a big smile on his face, you're going to kind of forgive that. But he did improve drastically during every rehearsal. He was getting better and better and better.
He did indeed, and he got loads of support from his crew. This could be great.
Felicia Olsson. Felicia. Hi, Felicia.
Hi.
With Break That Chain.
Yeah. Song written by my friend, Joy Deb.
So, what are you going to say about it then?
I'm going to say it's so 90s.
I love it.
90s pop, and it's got that perfect cliche two-notch höjning, like we say in Sweden.
And
key change.
Yeah.
Key change.
Very, very typical Eurovision, I think, was the word being. I like it too. Like you said, it's typical 90s.
Yeah.
I love her voice. Felicia's voice is, it's got this, like, really good tone to it that's full and very pleasing to listen to. You had that 5 years ago with Make Me Number One, but this song is even better. And
yeah, but I think she's a bit boring. Like, they've staged her alone on stage and nothing really happens. There's a little wind machine and there's no smoke.
But I think she pulled it off. I liked it. I got entranced by her, mostly probably her voice, but like, she doesn't need to do much because I think just her eyes and her presence is very captivating enough. I think she connected in a very minimalistic way on stage. She has a presence for sure, but we'll see how the public votes on Saturday.
Yeah, it's 5-5 maybe. I predict 2.
5 again, oh no. And then we move on to the novelty act of the week. We've had pretty much a novelty act every week, and this week we have Rolandz.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, being one of their big hits in the past. Now, they're quite famous here in Sweden.
They are, but don't forget, they're not real.
They're not real. They are kind of like this character that they play, and they always stay in character.
Yeah, so kind of like Linda Woodruff, but as a band.
Yeah, and their number, it's very shiny.
It's the most glitter we've seen on the Schlager stage since Verka, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the love child between Verka and Elvis Presley, and someone stole Tess Merkel's disco ball from Alcazar.
Yeah, and they're in there waiting to get out on stage.
Surprise!
They say Rolandz robbed Alcazar of their entry this year. So.
But what did you think about the song? Because they have quite a catalog here in Sweden already.
I mean, it's what I expected from them. It's not a song I will listen to unless I'm super drunk. But I guess it's fun. I don't know. I want to like it because I should like it, but no. People will like it.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Let's just stick with people will like it.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one, because compared to something like Yeah Man, there isn't really this much of a build there. It feels a bit, the song itself feels a bit flat.
It seems like the lyrics are what they're going at.
Yeah.
Like they're being fun in the lyrics.
But nothing happens with the melody of the song, really. And it's such a shame. And the staging was kind of very simplistic.
But
even
still
though,
great with all the glitter and...
yeah, I mean, it's very shiny. But, Edward af Sillén is actually part of the staging.
Yeah, and directing.
And the directing of it. And there is this, cool spiral firework to add to the shininess of the number. But for me, the song itself, it wasn't even catchy. It was not really even on the level of novelty.
I don't think I can sing it.
No, No, he didn't really sing it properly either. I think it's just there because they have stuff to promote later this year. They're doing another tour. But we'll move on to our next song, which is another new artist, Olivia Eliasson, with Never Learn. It's bringing the tropical pop.
Yeah, Astrid S is behind this. That's a big star, like a big house star, almost. Like she's released a couple of singles in Sweden.
And Olivia, her team is the same team behind Victoria and Antoine Ewald, and they never disappoint with the staging.
No, the staging was cool, I have to say, but I thought Olivia was very, very... I was watching it only on screens because I was upstairs, but she had no emotion in her face whatsoever. I could see no connection. There was nothing. She was empty.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Olivia.
And she moved very stiffly and everything.
The song is great,
The song is brilliant.
And her voice is on point. Her vocals are on point for this.
Yeah, but you need to show with your face what you're doing.
And I guess they were expecting the glow-in-the-dark dancers to kind of do that job for her. I do agree with you with the staging. She is quite stiff in the sense that there is this one part where she's standing there and there's a lot of movement from the dancers happening around her. And she's just standing there like a stick. And I'm not saying add choreography for her, but at least, maybe sway a little bit because there's so much. Otherwise, it shows how much of a contrast there is. Now, she does loosen up near the end of the song where she does some struts kind of back and forth. So I think that's cool. I think that's really her relaxed.
She's got the same pants as I do.
Oh, really?
Except I've got purple ones.
The Adidas glow
I'll show them to you later. No, they don't, but they're glittery.
No! Glitter, glitter, glitter. Yeah, I like the song. I like her. I think she's a great singer. I think
wrong,
she should
it's a 7.
We're gonna move on to
my favorite.
Yeah, well, it's not
my little baby boy.
It's not FELIX SANDMAN anymore. It's FELIX SANDMAN.
Yes, I'm sorry. I've actually had an interview with him and asked him about this.
Yeah. Don't spoil it because we're gonna ask him. So if you want to hear this interview, where can they hear it?
Schlagerfesten on Radio Play or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
But in Swedish.
Yeah, but
Det är på svenska, men you can learn your Swedish.
You can email me if you want a translation of the whole pod.
He has, surprisingly, a ballad this year every single day, which is quite odd because he comes from a very very upbeat boy band background.
But
and here he is.
Lola, I can spoil for you why the song is like this if you want, unless you're going to ask him that.
I'm going to ask him that too.
No, but I think this is brilliant Kevin. I was going to call you Felix almost. Because this is not what people expect from him.
Nope.
He's putting so much feeling into this because it is about his own broken heart.
Right.
He's in love right now and he's unhappy, so he can really relate to it. And it sounds like a Harry Styles song, and it's his voice is really good, but he's got a bad cold.
He's got a bad cold because all through the rehearsals he couldn't really sing the song.
He skipped the high notes to save his voice.
Yeah, I mean the staging is so simplistic. There's 2 boxes,
beautiful,
7 cameras around him to do all the different cuts and things like that. But I feel like this. A lot of close-up. But this is the next evolution. You know, you look at artists evolving and they evolve in front of your eyes. And especially with the new artists today, because of YouTube, we see them at all the different points in their career. Yeah. And this is a natural progression to kind of take a bit, not adult mature, but definitely going into the 20s. This is his I'm not a girl, not yet a woman moment. So
yes,
good for you, Felix. Again, I have no idea what to expect because I really love the melody of this song.
Oh, yes.
It is such a great song.
Beautiful. I've loved this since the first time I heard it.
Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to sing it.
Which was today.
Yeah, so we'll see how it's going to happen. We first heard it today. He's not been able to sing it. He couldn't complete the high notes.
Studio, like 1 minute of the studio version is up on the SVT app.
Yeah, but then again, it's will he deliver on Saturday with the vocals?
He has to, because this will win, I'm telling you.
Well, there's one thing
if he can sing it.
There's this one thing that kind of bugged me is sometimes near the end he gets, no, not that part, we'll get to that. He gets a bit too dramatic. He almost does like a head dive, like he's head banging, you know, pulling the daughter move from last week.
Yeah, and he's crying almost. But that's because he's thinking about the girl.
No, because it looks like it's too much a little bit. So I feel like he needs to tone it down a little bit. I love the beginning.
It looks active.
Oh my goodness. The whole beginning, the first 2/3 looks very natural. But when after the head bang, it's kind of like, all right, now you're trying too much. You're being a bit too calculating. And then he does the Salvador. And then he realizes he doesn't have the time to be the Salvador, so he turns right around back to the studio mic. Now, the interesting thing about the song is...
Why?
I don't know. He's going for the Salvador. It worked for Salvador.
But studio mic, why?
I don't know. Well, it's got this classic feeling, because I don't know if you noticed, but it sounds like it's a vinyl. Like before the song starts, they're just... To make it sound like it's classical more, making him...
But then it would make more sense to have one of those old microphones.
Yeah.
You know, but instead of a studio microphone.
Maybe they couldn't find one.
Maybe they're trying to
find one. Because it's the same size.
Or they're pretending it's in a studio.
Yeah, because it
looks...
looks...
And you're going to get a feeling of that he's in a studio.
It looks quite odd. Like, I can say that big studio mic looks very odd. I agree. I think they should use that silver old school mic. And maybe they will. Who knows?
Or just a normal mic.
Yeah,
because this looks a bit weird.
It looks a bit weird, yeah. But definitely...
and he's got such skinny hands, so it looks so big.
And we move on to the bookie's favorite. So she was the bookie's favorite before or right during the announcement. Then she was not the bookie's favorite. Then it was Liamu. And then it was Daughter. And now it was... some people said it was Jessica. And now it's back to Mariette. This has got so much hype behind it for you. And it is what we can expect from Mariette, of course.
I have to say, I was really excited because they put this giant pyramid on stage, a lead pyramid, and I was so excited, and I thought this was going to be awesome. And then when it was over, I was just like, oh, that was a disappointment.
Yeah.
Like, the song is a brilliant pop song by Jörgen Elfsson.
The lyrics are great.
Yeah, but no, it was just like... Nothing happened. Yeah.
Well, for me, the song itself, is to me, in Mariette, it's not the best song she's done out of the three, but the lyrics are quite nice. But the song itself, again, it kind of doesn't really build to anything kind of a thing. It's very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But
the same with the number, because you expect something big with this pyramid, and that, ooh, this is going to be awesome, because she's also hyped it, and that Zayn is behind it, and everything.
Well, the thing I love about Mariette is she is driven. She tries, and I respect that so much about Mariette, and she's in it to win it every year, and she's bringing it. But again, I guess Zayn's done this choreography, and he did also Jessica Anderson and Benjamin, and he works with the artist's strength, but I feel like Mariette's a lot more stronger than what was given to her with this.
Yeah. And she can't really move because she's on a little small
platform. Yeah, with a rope tying her down.
And and like she'd fall, and she fell enough last year.
Yeah.
So
well, there is this part where the first run through where she was trying to move and the rope was holding her back, so she had to sing and adjust the rope. So I mean, Mariette, could it win? Yeah, possibly. It could possibly win.
I say no.
Right, but
Andra chansen today. Well, tomorrow, Saturday.
We'll see how it goes. But overall, semi-final 4. I feel like a lot of the catchy melodies are in the semi-final.
He saved the best for last.
Which kind of sucks for the artist involved because again, these artists could have been a lot more successful in the contest had the layout of the contest been different this year.
And also, a lot of viewers have fled this show because it's been bad quality. So now they will miss all.
No. It's the Olympics.
Oh, sure. It's the Olympics. I'm sorry.
You're right. I guess the viewers have fled. It's going down every week. And is there going to be any interest to see it? Although Sweden did lose to Germany at the Olympics.
I heard.
Won't be watching hockey highlights. But let's finish it off. Let's do 4 of your personal picks. So
from this week or
direct and Andra Hansen from this week. Your personal, not what you think will happen.
No, but my favorites.
Yeah.
So if it's my favorites, I would obviously send Felix and Mariette to the final because they deserve to be there, both of them. I will send Elias to Andra chansen. And the last one is really hard for me. I don't really care, but I'll say Felicia.
And I have the exact same personal 4. I think Felix and Mariette. Yeah. If Felix's voice improves, we'll have no issues going direct to the finals.
Yeah. But I'm worried about what happened last week. Because then you had Cuba Libre beating really good things going to Andra chansen. And obviously it seems this year people like that kind of happy music. So there is, I want to put a risk, if I'm going to say what I think instead, that Elias could steal Mariette's final spot.
Right. Well, for me, personally, it's Mariette Felix, direct to the finals. And to me, it's also what I think will happen is Mariette and Felix direct to the finals. Andra chansen, what I personally want is Elias Abbas to go to Andra chansen. And from what I've seen, I would like Felicia to go to Andra chansen. I just love that kind of feeling I get when I listen to her song. But what will happen, I believe that the 3, Elias, Mariette, and Felix, are secure in moving on in some form, with the last spot potentially being Olivia, if she can kind of loosen up a little bit.
Do you think so?
I mean,
I'm scared it could be Rolandz because it's very, people love it, don't they? I don't want that. I'm just saying it could happen.
If it's Rolandz, guess what I'll do? I will.
Are you gonna jump naked in the snow?
No.
Will you sign that?
No, I'll do something even crazier. I will read from the New Testament.
That's good because we have the church right outside here.
That's a church.
I told you.
It looks like a pub.
Yeah, but it says kyrkan, which means church in Swedish.
Well...
So yeah, I will hold you to that then.
Not the whole thing, just like 2 sentences.
What?
So Elaine and I are gonna now get ready to go to the opening party, but that's our input on semi-final 4. Is it the best semi-final? Possibly.
Yes.
You'll have to tune in to see. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe, especially if you thought the whole intro was very corny. Have a fab time.